Health look like it's good. We live, we livity, we live. Soul Lavery, what up? I was looking out there. How it sound? See if I can get some noise real quick. Banga 2X Beast, what's up? Thanks for checking in, bro. How it sound? Y'all hear that? Y'all hear me? Y'all hear the levels? The screen looks crispy. Good levels. Sound good. Music might be a little louder than usual. Oh, the music is louder than me? Well, it's supposed to be. Look like it's good. I bet. I am Bk, bkbangatv.com. Welcome to another joint. Wait, hold on. What I didn't see. Yeah, it's there. Make sure the title's there. Yeah, the title's there. What does clipping the output mean on MPC? Clipping the output on the MPC simply means that in the software, you can't really clip the output, right? Because it's digital. So let me see my levels on the joint. You really can't clip the output levels. Yeah, this thing is super loud. So let me know if I'm coming in too loud, if I sound like I'm screaming. Soul Lavery. So clipping the output is basically on a hardware unit, the MPC X or MPC Live, or any of the older standalone units, 3000, 2000 Excel, you know what I'm saying? It comes with a converter inside of the units. So clipping the output is basically, you get it at a decent level on the standalone unit, and then you run it through your interface or your mixer, your mixing board or whatever, and it comes through with a certain texture, a certain warmth. Me personally, I wouldn't, OD and put it all the way at max volume and be banging on some drums and then, turn down my interface or my levels on my mixer. Me personally, I wouldn't do that. I'd still keep it at a decent level and just run and run the outputs. That's basically what that means. I hope that answered your question. But so today's joint, we basically that's the software Banga 2X. I'm showing you guys how to go about sampling using the Autosampler in the 2.3 update. They gave us the opportunity to do auto sampling, and which pretty much means you basically are sampling. You can sample anything, but you're able to do it on the standalone units as well as the so if you got the MPC X or MPC Live, you're able to connect via MIDI. Y'all can see that to any synth. Any synth that you have, you're able to connect via MIDI and play your keys. So you can sample that into the standalone unit. And you also could do it with your VST, such as, we have a plethora of them. Any of your favorite VSTs, I'll leave it at that. Um, you could make what is known as key groups. So inside of the MPC, we have things called key groups, which is pretty much an instrument. And then in return of creating those, you can then, in return of creating those, you then can, after you set up the key group instruments, you then can create expansion packs, such as what I review on my channel. You can create your own of your favorite synth, standalone synth. If you have any hardware at home, you can connect it via the MPC standalone, and then auto sample it that way. Or if you don't have any hardware synths, you can then do it using your favorite VST. So that's pretty much what I'm gonna try to show you guys right now. And like I said, after you do that, you can create an expansion and create it and then make it become standalone. Well, after you drop the XPM files into your MPC Live or MPC X. All right, so let me know if the screen start bugging out. Right, let me know if the screen start bugging. I can do but so much. I'm gonna try to keep my eye on this, because anytime I get into the software, for whatever reasons, the communication be tweaking. So the camera start glitching out, the audio start looping. So please just I'm paying attention to the chat. So if you see that happening, anybody that's live right now, let me know. All right. So boom, auto sample. How do you get there? If you're inside of your MPC software 2.0, 2.3, this is only in the 2.3 and the future. So if you watch this at a later date, you have to have the 2.3 version or anything above 2.4, 2.5, 3. You get it. So you go to tools. You go to tools right here, and then you go to auto sampler. That's how you pull it up, right? And if you are sampling a VST, you want to record from. I hope y'all are able to see the record from. Maybe not, right? Y'all can't see that. All right, let me see. So I should be able to see it now. All right, boom. So right here it says record from. It'll open when it opened originally. It'll be on input 1 and 2, or input 1, depending on what you got going on. Can you see it now, Banga 2X? Because I'm seeing it, so I'm sure you should be able to see it, sir. Let me know if you can't see it. If you can't see it, then I'll adjust my cameras. But I moved it over, so you should be able to see it. So it'll be on input 1 or 2, or input 1, depending on what your setup is when you first open it. So, Kai, how are you doing? Thanks for stopping by. So basically, you want to go to resample. If it's a mono instrument that you're sampling, you want to sample either resample L or resample R. But we're going to leave it on resample L plus R. The note range is basically from C. You can go from octave -2. So if you're on a keyboard, a MIDI keyboard, right? It goes from left to right. So at the bottom of the keyboard, these up-to-date keyboards, they come at middle C. So middle C is usually C3. So you don't got to worry about it if you're using one of these. But if you got like an old keyboard, it'll start from, it's long, pause. It'll be C1, C-2, all the way up to G8, right? So you can go to octave -2, C-2, or you can start from octave 1, C1, which is usually what I would do. I go to C1, and then I would go up to either C5, octave 5, or octave 6, C6. Now, when you change the range, right, the max note range, that also the duration of how long it is, it usually messes with the like how you hold down the keys. It usually messes with that. You want to create, on completion, you want to make a new program or make current program, so it captures it after you title it. It puts it all in one program. All right.
No, my bad.
Is it the stride? Wait, I think I'm skipping a step. Let me see something. All right, so yeah, if you mess with the note stride, that's how long you compress the keystrokes. That messes with the actual.
That was by accident.
Give me a second. That messes with the session duration. So the note length, you could do this one or two ways. You can pull up the instrument that you're gonna sample and suppress on C3 or any key and see how long the duration of the length of it. I'll get back to that shortly, but I'll put it at 8. The tail you can leave as is. And as you see, when I changed the note length, it actually changed the session duration from 32 to 72 seconds. So, you can lower the stride. You can lower the stride to whatever it is you're gonna be sampling. So if I change this to C6, it'll also change the session duration. So all of this is actually being calculated by the actual note length, right? So the less octaves you sample is the less time, and keep consideration that the more, if you sample from C-2 octave, C-2 to octave 8 C, is gonna be longer. Like I could show you better than I could tell you, right? So if I go to C8, right, that's 163 seconds. So 153 seconds. So if you divide that up by 153 divided by 60, that's, if I'm doing the math right, that's 2 minutes, like 2.5 minutes long almost 3 minutes long, and that's per layer, that's per octave, right? So
you're talking to your brother, right?
Just keep that in mind. That's if you do from C1 to C8. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go to C5. Or we probably even do C6. Now, I'll keep it at C5. So once you got that part set up, you can either take off looping. Depending on the instrument that you're using, you can leave looping on. You can make it alternate. That means it goes from front, then it comes back, then it goes front, then it comes back, or you can do reverse. So once it go forwards, it loops in reverse. But we'll leave it on forwards. You don't have to put. What I did notice is that sometimes when you sample, it gives a little click or a pop, so you can add the crossfade, but while you're sampling, or you can do it afterwards. I usually do it afterwards because each sound is going to be different the way they actually pop. And you could change it from equal to linear. And I leave the loop start and end points the way they are. But again, you can take it off and then add your looping afterwards. All right, so I'll come back to this. Cancel. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's delete that. So see, I don't know if y'all could even hear that. That crackling sound. I don't know what crackling sound you talking about. I don't know what crackling sound you talking about. I can't even bring it. I don't know what crackling sound you talking about. I can't even bring it back. I'm talking about what's up. Oh, oh, Pupilless Society was cracking, homie. Was moving. My eyes are bad, so I didn't even realize that. Let me just make sure. Yeah, y'all should be able to be hearing it. All right, so I'm gonna delete this sound. Delete sample. Yes. Delete this. Yes. All right, so I'm gonna slide this over a little bit. And I'm going to all right, so where is the damn plugin? All right, so this is the plugin that I'm going to be using to showcase this, because everybody has this. If you have the MPC software, you have this this plugin available. So we'll go to. I'm gonna go to this ballad EP. Words connect, words connect. Are y'all able to hear that music? right, cool. I'm just trying to find a good progression to play. Let me see. My bad. Give me a minute. I'm just trying to find a progression. All right. So once you found the sound that you want to sample or auto sample, you then want to go to whatever VST it is. In this instance, we're showing how to sample or auto sample from the hybrid. Again, all of you who own the MPC X Live or the MPC software should have access to hybrid. This process can be recreated for any VST of your choice, of your liking, whatever your VST of choice may be. You can use these very tools, everything that I'm showcasing here, you can use it. And keep in mind, I'm doing this live, so if you have any questions, feel free to throw it up in the chat box while I'm live so we can communicate. And if you have any any in-depth questions, please post it now, or on playback, you can post it in the comment section and I'll try to get to you as soon as I can. And be sure to thumb up the video, share the video. If you're not already subscribed, I really appreciate you if you hit that subscribe as well as the notification bell so you become at liberty to be notified anytime I upload any new content on the platform, as well as if I go live, such as right now. All right, so you want to go to the effects. If you're using any other VST, wherever their effects are, that's where you go to. And you want to make sure that all effects are turned off, such as this has an overdrive and it also has an ensemble. Now, be very clear. Another thing you want to do is, I'm doing this for teaching purposes, but if you do this and you're trying to, go and sell this ballad EP from Hybrid, be sure to consult with the manual and whatever stipulations there may be on how you do that. All right. The other thing is that why we take off the inserts is because if I sample this and then I want to send it to you, if you be like, yo, BK, I like that that key group that you was using. Can you send that to me? Or if I say, yo, I'm gonna sell these key groups, it's wet. Like, so when you sample it, whatever's on there is what it's actually sampling. So you got to take them off so it don't affect it, right? You want the raw sound, so then you can go ahead and add your sauce later. But once you sample it in, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Just thought I'd share that with you guys. So in this instance, it's an overdrive and an ensemble. Now the choice is yours too. Like, if you're not selling it and you just using it because you want your favorite VST sounds as key group instruments, so you could carry around on your MPC X or MPC Live, then leave it the way it is. You know what I'm saying? So if I take the overdrive off, So y'all clearly hear the difference. There's a part A and a part B in hybrid, so you want to make sure that you're actually turning off what's going on. And the reverb is still on. So let me turn off the reverb as well. So the reverb is off, the delay is off, and the everything is basically off for this. Alright. Best juggernauts.
Because he can't just use it out of nowhere any time he wants. It's just like ordination. He can't use it
Them chords are lush. I appreciate you, Beat Juggernaut. Mr. Pyrebrain, salute. I just got here. Is that software in the standalone? No, the software is not in the standalone yet. But I'm showing you how to get it in your standalone. Pay attention. That's dope. So you can just load it up and move to standalone. Pupil of Society, yeah, pretty much. I'm trying to learn while I'm saving up to buy a live. Yeah, pretty much that's what you can do. That's what I'm showing you how to do right now. So all your favorite sounds, your favorite VSTs, and again, everything that I'm showing you on the software, if you have the live or the MPC X, you could do this without the computer. All right, as long as you got a MIDI cable and your MIDI's connected to your standalone unit, your standalone, whatever, whatever keyboard, you know, there's tons of keyboards out there. You know, your favorite standalone hardware, synth or workstation, you're able to do this exact same thing. But again, just be aware of what you're doing and how you're doing it. All right. So now we got that sorted out. The next step is to go to Autosampler. So how you get there again? You go to Tools, or you can go to right here, this little 3-stripe box. You can go here and you can open that and go to Tools and go down to Autosampler. If you're in the on your hardware, on your MPC Live or MPC X, you go to oh man, I don't remember how to get to it. How do you get to that shit again? Is it in settings? Shouldn't be in settings, right? Browser. All right, y'all got me. I don't remember how to get to it from the standalone unit, mainly because I don't have any standalones to sample from, so I haven't practiced that to have it on the top of my head. But it's in the manual. DJ Bowling was moving on me. DJ Bowling says thanks for all the gems that I drop. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you for noticing, and I appreciate your patronage. Salute to you, homie. Word, for real, for real. All right, so you go to Tools, you open up Autosampler. Once you got Autosampler open, I showed you guys how to do it in the beginning, but I'll briefly walk through it again.
Hello?
Crooked Letter 601, appreciate you stopping in. Spark World ENT, Visual Art, sup, bro? Salute, Spark World ENT, salute, Crooked Letter 601. I appreciate y'all, man. So if you're just joining in, I'm showing you guys how to use the Autosampler to sample your VSTs, any of your favorite VSTs in this I'm showing you how to do it using hybrid. Again, hybrid comes, it ships with the software. So if you only have the software, you have it, and if you have the X or the Live, you got it. Or if you had the MPC Renaissance or the Studio, you should have it. So if you're just joining in, I'll briefly go back over the steps. This part of it, I'm gonna slide this over a little bit so everyone can see. Autosampler is open. You want to go to record from. Again, when you're opening up when you open it for the first time, whatever your audio input is what it will be on. It might be on input 1 and 2, or input 1, or input 3, or input 31 and 32. It all depends on what your setup is. If you're sampling a mono instrument, you want to sample it from you want to resample L or resample R. If you're sampling stereo, you want to resample L plus R. Or if you're sampling a mono instrument standalone, then you put it on input 1, which would be a mono. If you're sampling a stereo instrument, you put it on input 1 and 2. I hope y'all with me so far. In this case, we're gonna be sampling this instrument, but what I did it again. Man, I'm sorry, y'all. I keep doing this foolishness. I'm speeding in my mind. I'm done already, so I'm trying to get finished. There's one step that I didn't show. You wanna go to the sampler. Put the sampler on. Give me 1 second, y'all. You wanna check to see if it's actually a mono signal. Well, I'm not hearing nothing. Hold up. I'm still supposed to be able to play the damn sounds, right? It's on resample. Alright, this thing is bugging out. Or I'm doing something wrong. Let me see.
Hello? Okay.
Alright, so maybe I'm doing something wrong because I know for sure that
Look, I'm playing this. I'll probably get on later.
I'm still not hearing no sounds, dude. Hold on, some technical difficulties. Give me a moment. Oh, I know what's up. So when I went to sample it, it automatically puts it on a new track. So I got to go back to the plugin. That was what was going on. All right. All right, bet. So for those of us, I got both screens up, but the this camera doesn't really showcase everything is great. So pay attention to the levels right here.
Watching a movie?
So this is a clearly it's a it's a stereo sound. Let me put it back on input 1 and 2. So I'm gonna put it on mono just to make certain. So it's mono. I mean it's stereo. Alright, so that's how you basically figure out if you got a mono sound signal or a stereo signal. Alright, so after you do that, you go back to I gotta figure out how to pull it up from the from here. Let me see. There got to be a way to pull it up from there, but I just don't remember. Again, I don't do it from the standalone unit. I'm not by no means a rookie though. All right, so boom. Again, set up your keys from whatever keys you want to do it. I suggest doing it from C1 and up because, you know, when you get into the negatives, no one really uses those. Set your note length to whatever it is that you want. You do that by counting. So when you suppress the key, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So about 8, it starts to fade out. So that'd be the note length. The tail, you leave it at 1.0. Looping, you can turn looping off or you can leave it on. It's all preference to you. Loop start and all that, you leave it the way it is. I don't mess with that. Crossfading, I don't mess with it here because I like to adjust it afterwards. You want to on completion, check the box so it creates it into its program. And the session duration, you could adjust this afterwards, but it actually calculates itself after you do all this stuff on the top. All right, and we're gonna press OK.
Let's go. I haven't seen him mostly throughout the whole game of Super. Which means the least compared to if you see the least.
Yeah, I'm gonna be here a minute, right? $75, 80% through. And that's it. And I forgot to name it. I forgot that part. Hold up. Let me go back. I'm not gonna do it again, but I'm gonna just show you because I did forget that part. Right here it says base name. Y'all should be able to still see that. It says base name, and right now it says plugin 001 auto sample, right? But you want to name it whatever it is so you could remember what instrument you took it from, what instrument you actually sampled from. You name it that, or name it whatever you want to name it. And then once you name it, it automatically names it what's the actual name of the sample. I skipped that step. So you can add that in the for the setup. All right. So that's C2. It didn't capture C1 though, for some reason. I'm not gonna go back to it, but it didn't capture C1. Maybe there was no C1 in that instrument, which I don't think, but it didn't capture C1. And it didn't capture C3. All right, now we got to do it again. I'm sorry, y'all. I got to get it right. So put it back on the plugin. Go to the plugin. Auto sample. Name it Ballad EP. Hybrid. Ballad EP. Minimum note octave C1, max note octave C5. Sample, boom, boom, boom. Everything is right and exact. All right, so it should do it now. Shoot your questions if you got any questions. You need a live chat. Shoot your questions now. Possibly you could get it answered live rather than on the playback. You know, on the playback, you know, is when I come across the comments. Salute to each and every one of you that's sitting this through. I hope this is helping you. And I also hope your Saturday evening is going well. All right, so we got it going. Hold up. Let's see if it did it right and exact this time. All right. So the next thing you want to do is open up Program Edit. Check the octaves. All right, so the thing to note is that it creates it from C1 to C5 or C6, whatever you chooses, but it also stretches it across the key bed. So you set the minimum and the maximum, but it creates key groups. And that's what the key groups are. I got a video explaining key groups a little bit more clearer. This is like a crash course. But basically, what key groups are is it sets it so from C1 to C to B1 would be one key group. C2 to B2 would be a key group. C3 to B3, or is it B4? I might be bugging, but I could show you better than I could tell you. Give me a second. I just want to make sure this is right. So it stretches it all the way up the key bed.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing you want to take note into is that you want to check your the plugin to see if it plays the same way. Now, it's not going to play exactly like the plugin because the plugin still has other little stuff that's in there that you sample. Basically, you just wanted to take off the wet effects. This is the key group that I sampled. So you hear that pop? That's because it's looping. So you hear that pop? That's because it's looping. So what you want to do is you can crossfade it. Also, there's a pop when you let go of the key, but we're gonna crossfade it. That kind of takes care of the pop. The other thing you want to do is you want to go to Program Edit. You want to go down to, so right here, I'm skipping. I know I'm speeding, but so I was trying to explain the key groups to y'all. You see what right here, what's highlighted? Y'all might not even be able to see it, right? I gotta back him up a little bit so y'all can see what I'm talking about. You see. Nah, y'all can't even see it because it's low on the screen. There's really no way that I can show you guys this because that's just the way the thing is set up. Now, hold up. Let me see. I might be able to. Y'all should be able to see this now. Let me see. Nah, y'all still can't see it, y'all. Hold on. Nah. All right, so it's just the way that the screen capture is set up. You guys can't see the very bottom of the screen, but there's an actual, it shows you the key groups like the piano bed. I can't lift it up any higher. That's just the way it is. So trust and believe there's actual key groups and it shows you. It's the keyboard is pink and the key groups are red. So from C3 to C4 is red and the rest of it is pink. All right. All right, so C3. So you want to go to, I should be able to see this part.
Look. What is it?
You want to go to the filter envelope. I think y'all should be able to see that. Yeah, y'all can see it.
This?
You want to put a release on the in the amp envelope. You want to set a release. I personally do 75, but you could do whatever number that works for you. What that does is it makes it fade.
I just forgot.
Right? But if I undo that, you hear that? It's a little pop when you release the key. If I redo that, it fades it out, right? Crooked Letter 601, salute. I appreciate that. All right, boom. So once you do that, you go back to the instrument that you sample. You go back and forth. To get the sound. You also place back the actual inserts, the effects that you removed. Go back to the key group. And you can see the difference. So clearly you hear there's a difference. So they gotta and I didn't even add the reverb back. There was a reverb that was added on it. So we know we're gonna add a reverb, a overdrive, and I don't know what an ensemble is. Shimmer with great. I don't know what an ensemble would be in inside of the inside of the inserts that ships with the Akai software. Keep in mind again, if you're planning on distributing this or swapping it with a friend, you want to, for right now, you want to add in effects that your friend also may have if they're using it in the standalone unit or they're using it in the software. And what I mean by that, you want to use native instruments. We all have a ton of effects that we want to go load this up with right fast, right? But keep in mind that if you're going to share with a friend, swap it with a friend, transact with a friend, you want to keep it native for your friend. All right, for right now, we know that 2.4 is coming with a bunch of air effects. I believe that if you have the air effects, I'm not going to go too much in depth with that, but you may or may not already have half of the ones that they're saying is coming. But we gonna pay attention. All right. So again, it had an ensemble and an overdrive and a reverb. So we'll put the reverb last. Go to internal effects. I don't even know which box I picked just now, but we'll put a large reverb. We'll put, I don't know what an ensemble would be inside of here. There aren't anything that's called ensemble. I'll add a tremolo though. I'll add a tremolo sync. And the other one was, what it was? Was it distortion? Not even open no more. I think it was, hold on. I'm dumbing out. I'm adding these things on the wrong spot. Give me a second. Mixer. So I'm adding them on the wrong thing. Oh no, I was adding it on the right thing. Hold on. So why is this not oh, it was overdrive. All right. So I believe it had some distortion going on as well. Boom, we'll add some distortion, some overdrive. All right, so clearly that's not the amount of overdrive that was actually added. So you wanna blend your nah, theirs is called overdrive. It's not distortion. See, that's the other thing you're gonna run into as well, is that when you're sampling from your favorite VST and you're adding onto the key group and you're using the native effects that ships with Akai, it's not the best effects. I'm gonna just be honest. I want to put other effects on this, but keep it stupid simple so everybody could get it done. You just add something to sauce it up a little bit, and then when you swap it, you transact it, then that person, when they get it, they can do what they gonna do with what they gonna do. You follow? All right, so all right, and once you got your effects on there, it becomes yours, right? You could tweak it any which way you like it. This sound now is yours, right? So this is with no effects. That's with the effects. That's just with the reverb. This is with the overdrive and the reverb.
I'm just gonna play Star Wars before.
So that's pretty much it, man. Crazy how can native instruments compete? Tyrone Black, salute to you. Thank you for stopping by. But there's no competing, man. It's either you roll with it or you get rolled over. You feel me? Native instruments had their little time. You know, they tried to recreate the MPC feel with the machine stuff that they got going on, but it, you know, the machine is not an MPC in no fashion. You know what I'm saying? So, but they got the game sewn up when it comes to VST instruments. So if they keep doing what they're doing, that's how they're gonna be able to compete. Crooked Letter 601, they can't even compete. I have my native machine away. What? I have, or you gave your native instrument, your native machine away? You see? But once you got your sound the way that you want it to sound, you then go right here. You right click and you save the program. And you save it to wherever you want it to be stored at. And once you do that, you can recall it, and it keeps the actual what you call it. I'm gonna put it on the desktop just so I could get rid of it fast. Hybrid XPM. So boom. God dang. I shouldn't have saved it to the desktop. Because it messed around and gave me a bunch of different, a bunch of WAV files. All right, so for whatever reasons, so boom, after you save it, I'm not gonna even save this this project file because I don't need it. I quit that. I hope this don't crash the stream, y'all.
By the way, Corey Kenshin came back.
Alberta was moving. BX in the building. Salute. So you reopen your software. And then you drag in. Y'all might not be able to see that. Let me see if y'all can see it. Yeah, y'all just seen that cursor move on the bottom left hand y'all screens if y'all watching. That's supposed to be the XPN file. It, for whatever reason, it didn't write it or create it the way that it actually looks. It's supposed to look similar to what the MPC joint look like. Let me see if it pops up on the screen. So I don't look like I'm just talking mess. Come on. How long is that going to take? All right, so it's not showing. It's not showing. All right, whatever. It creates an XPN file. You take the XPN file and you drag it into anywhere here. And you have your hybrid EP with all of the inserts that you had. They're all there. And you could play it. No, you could. CMP was moving. What's good, CMP? Thank you for stopping by, sir. You peeping game? I'm giving away the drip, man. Holla at CMP. Make sure y'all go over to his channel. Boy might probably go live soon. Taking notes. That's what's up. Them ski masks. We looking forward to that ski mask 9 and that what's that, spicy Sundays. That loop pack Sunday. Volume 2 on the way. I'm giving away too much sauce, right? I already know. It is what it is, though. Don't say I ain't never give you nothing, you heard? Not you, CMP, but, you know, to the lurkers out there. All right, so I'm gonna try to quickly just cook up so you see that it is cookable. Let me see if I can record something real quick. Hold up. What's that? Still got it on 16 levels. These Drum Slaps Volume 1, Studio1Tutorials.com. No, I don't like how that hat sounds. Hold up, hold up. Let's see.
Wait, go check it out.
Sean Barker, what up, man? Thanks for joining in. That's that banger sauce, you heard? Yo, why them joints is not in here, yo? Oh, got him. Hold on. I ain't even come here to make a beat, y'all. I just came here to show y'all how to how to create your expansion packs. I got locked in, you know. That happens, man. You know, that happens. I just wanted to show y'all that after you bounce the XP in and you drag it back in, it works. I got to that point to show y'all it works, but then once I start playing with the pads, you know, pause, you know what I mean? That's what happens, man. So them drums came from the homie CNP. These drums slap. Volume 1. If you don't gotta go get it. Where's that? Minus those vocals, but you know the drums. Uh-oh. It's telling me it's time to go, y'all. Alright, y'all. It's been nice. It's been a nice stream. I want this to end without it crashing. I showed y'all how to get the source in the beginning. If you just joining in, I showed y'all how to create your own key groups, how to auto sample, how to drag it back into the software, and y'all got a bonus, y'all got a beat. You know what I'm saying? So salute to each and every one of you that's still in the building. All 7 of y'all. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to Beat Juggernauts, Sean Barger, Craftmaster Productions, Alberto Crooked Letter 601, Tyrone Black, Spark World ENT, salute. Pupilless Society, salute. If y'all don't got that, free the samples from Pupilless Society and Gyros. I did a review yesterday. It was released to the public yesterday. Y'all could go to pupillasssociety.com. If you didn't see that stream, go check that stream out. It's called Free the Samples Part 2. And the link to that sample pack is in the description. Mr. Pirate Brain, salute. Portikai, salute. Banga 2X Beats, salute. So Avery, the homie, salute. Salute to each and every one of y'all, man. Go ahead and enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening. I appreciate y'all. Do remember that music is life. It is our DNA. Keep banging. Peace. Love, light. Till next time. Peace.